Okay, so in section 1 we must to identify the correct apparatus that used for hipot test. There are several items that have been used in this hipot test, which is first test transformer 100 kV and 10 kV ampere, then measuring capacitor, then we have grounding switch, we also have top electrode, then we got spear gap, connecting rod, connecting cup, floor pedestal, and finally we have secondary part for CM, is AC. Okay, that's all.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I will continue to section 2 to assemble AC generation and measurement system. The transformer that are used to assemble the AC generation, there will be a supply 240 volt from the frequency converter, and that will deliver to transformer with rated voltage 240 volt. This is to ensure the transformer will operate smoothly. Next, to make sure the potential voltage is measured from 1 px to 2 pu, it is relevant for 2 px and 1 pu need to be connected to permit the 2 px and 1 pu will get whole potential voltage measurement. Moving on to the capacitor voltage divider. This component consists of two capacitors. Each of the capacitor has their own function. One capacitor are connected to output from input, while the other capacitor will connect one output to ground. A 100 picofarad capacitor with oil fill with the rated voltage 100 kilovolt operates under 1 minute with rated voltage under 100%, but if it operates continuously, it will allow only 80% rated voltage and current.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Al-Hari Absalam. Today I'm going to explain about section 3. First, the connection between two capacitor of divider using a coaxial cable and the other end of secondary capacitor that connected to the termination point of FC. Next, the measuring capacitor are connected with secondary unit of 2 microfarad using 50 ohm coaxial cable. Finally, at the end of the frequency converter are connected with the secondary unit also using a 50 ohm coaxial cable. Next, I will explain about BNC coaxial cable. BNC connectors are designed to meet the cable characteristic impedance at the 50 or 75 ohm. And then, usually they are used at the frequency below 4 GHz and at a voltage below 500 volt. On the each gender connector, the BNC utilize an outer conductor with slot and some plastic dielectric. A great frequency, this dielectric trigger increasing losses. Next, the slot will radiate signal above 4 GHz, so the connector is available but not generally stable at 11 GHz or so on. Usually 50 ohm connected are specific for using at the frequency up to 4 GHz and up to the 2 GHz for 75 ohm model. And lastly, two connector cable is a coaxial cable consists of a signal conductor surrounded by a branded wire jacket and a separate by a plastic insulating material. Lastly, how to mix and clean testing layout. We must make sure the length of the cable fit with the layout, and then always make sure laboratory are clean. Finally, put all equipment in the right place. Thank you.